couple of things on the Mandalay Bay mass shooting. You will see no end to the effort of people to politicize this, particularly around the issues of race and gun control. For once, we have a horrendous shooter who, as far as we know, is not Muslim. Next, it's going to ignite nothing but nonstop talk about gun control again. And really ignorant, short-sighted people will continually say, oh, well, it's time to just snap up all these guns. We don't even know necessarily if any of the guns the guy had were illegal. We know he had lots and lots of guns, and it's almost certain that they were, from the audio of the incident, were illegally modified to fire in automatic fire mode. Keep in mind that we have hundreds of millions of gun owners in this country, and this was a single guy doing this. There's so many guns in this country that attempting to strip guns away from responsible gun owners while criminals use illegal weaponry, it would do little more than just endanger the populace. Keep in mind that I've said this for years. There's mass stabbings in Asia that kill dozens. You know, are we going to stop only when the country's eating with chopsticks? I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. I'm not really pro-gun, but I believe that most anti-gun advocates are very dishonest about statistics and about facts. We don't have any motive for this guy, and I think this is, if we continue to not have motive for this old man who must not have had much social media, since that would have been the first thing on the news, it might drive us all crazy as a nation to not know why this guy did it. But you will see no shortage of people screaming about this being a white person. They're going to try to make it all about his race, despite the fact that he attacked a country concert filled with white people in Las Vegas. Which, that'll be incredibly frustrating too, and show how much racism plagues the left. At least their arguments about gun control have a little bit more of a fucking point. But you're going to see tons about... And the last thing is, I completely disagree with a lot of left-wing people's claims of what defines terrorism. Until we have a motive for this attack, it is not proper to call it terrorism. This is an act more akin to a school shooting. This is likely a very disgruntled, depressed, deranged man who probably had a lot of untreated mental health issues. He has no history that we know of mental health treatment. That may change in the future. Any sort of history he might have had as of right now would be protected by HIPAA laws that doctors couldn't discuss with law enforcement. His family doesn't seem to say that he had any sort of issues with mental health, so we have no fucking clue. Lastly, ISIS claimed responsibility for this attack, but there's very little evidence that ISIS was responsible at all for this. This just seems to be another crazy person. I'm open to arguments, particularly on the gun control side of things, but ultimately, I'm not terribly impressed by those, and not looking forward to the Young Turks non-stop Dylan Roof-style commentary on this asshole, as they had with Anders Breivik before him. You're just going to see a lot of racism upcoming from the left. But other than that, there's not much to say on the issue other than it's fucking horrible. And we'll know more in the future. This is only about 15 hours or so removed from the incident. And there's not much else to say. Thanks for watching.